Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expect, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. You know I'm talking about y'all. Makes me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday? Child, happy Tuesday. I thought all day today, I thought it was Wednesday. So y'all know that made for a long day that I was thinking it was Wednesday and it was only Tuesday. All right, y'all. My charger is doing that weird thing again where it's charging in and out. Like I said, I think it's a short in this wire. So y'all just make sure to remind me to check and make sure that my charger isn't going dead while we trying to do this live. Please and thank you. Can y'all hear it? Y'all keep hearing it beep. That's the charge going in and out. So yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. And it was fine. I wonder if it's not all the way in. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure it's all the way in the charger port. Hold on. I don't know. It keeps going in and out, in and out, in and out. Oh. I don't know. Just remind me. Last time it started slowing down. So if it starts lagging and slowing down, then I'll know. Okay. Hey, everybody coming in. When is the interview supposed to drop? Because I was looking for it. So I could record it. I don't see. I looked everywhere I see where I can get it on Disney. But I'm not sure if it streams on Disney like a day later. But I looked at my local listing and I don't see it. Is it only streaming? It's not coming on like the main channel? Because I was going to watch it and then come back live tonight so we could talk about it. Hey, Papo. Okay, so it's coming on Hulu. What time is it? It's not coming on my ABC. I already checked. It is not coming on ABC in the DC area because I was going to record it. So it must just be streaming. Okay. Well, I was going to watch it and then come and talk to y'all about it tonight, later on tonight, but I'm watching ABC News Live, so it may be on there. I don't see on my TV because I was literally waiting on my TV. Right now, Jeopardy is on. And then after Jeopardy goes off, then it's going to be that show High Potential. They're going to show 3 episodes of that show High Potential. It is not. Okay, it's going to be on the. Thank you, Marcus. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. All right. We'll talk about the Tyler Perry interview tomorrow. I'm sure everybody and their cousins are going to already talk about it by then. But moving right along. And let me say this too before we get started. Somebody left a comment under my video from yesterday. I have absolutely no problem with you guys correcting me, especially if you do it respectfully. And this person did respectfully correct me, so I want to address that. The first thing they were like, wrong. I was like, damn, okay, thank you. But they were saying that you can do a preemptive pardon. Remember yesterday we were talking about pardons, and I was like, you can't pardon somebody before they get convicted. But they are correct. They gave me the example of Joe Biden. And I do remember now that Joe Biden just put out a bunch of pardons because he knew Trump was coming. Okay, so yes, absolutely. And it has happened. Gerald Ford gave a pardon to Richard Nixon. Like, it has happened in history. So shout out. Thank you for correcting me. Again, I don't have any problem when y'all telling me I'm wrong because I don't know everything and I'm not perfect and I do make mistakes. And then they said that when it comes to Big Brother, that the jury does give interviews, but they're like, the questions are vetted, they're pre-recorded, so that nobody can ask something to give away the game. So yeah, moving right along. So thank you for that information. Now I thought I did say that, like with the jury, I knew that they were doing like a written interview for Rachel, but I still feel what I feel. Either Rachel is the mastermind and it was a setup all along and Rachel was never supposed to make it to jury, or Rachel wasn't supposed to make it to jury and they thought she would be eliminated by then. But that's still my theory. Either Rachel is the mastermind, or Rachel wasn't supposed or Rachel wasn't supposed to make it to jury anyway. And I understand that y'all are real upset. And maybe it's because I'm not a Rachel fan. I don't care as much as it seems like other people do. I'm not a Rachel fan. I've never been a Rachel fan. Rachel annoys the you know what out of me. Rachel annoyed me on both of her seasons on Big Brother. Rachel annoyed me when she was on The Amazing Race. Rachel annoys me, so I don't care. And maybe that's another reason why my attitude is the way it is, because honestly, I don't care. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get to this video. So I need y'all to work with me right now. I need y'all to work with me right now, because sometimes we cannot, and I say we because the tribe, sometimes y'all do it too. Okay, I love y'all, but sometimes y'all do it too. Sometimes we can't separate. Sometimes we, shut up, busy, can't separate the messenger from the message. And what I need y'all to do right now, I need y'all to be able to separate the messenger from the message so we can have an honest conversation. Can y'all do that for me, please? Unlike Busy and his Rachel fans, can y'all separate the messenger from the message right now? Because I want us to just focus on the message and not the messenger. Okay? Hey, Busy Boo. So I want y'all to listen to something. Again, y'all, I want y'all to separate the message from the messenger. I want y'all to listen to something for me. See, it don't matter who the messenger is. See, look at y'all in the chat. Nuh-uh, don't let it be this person. Who's the messenger? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Don't worry about who the messenger is. I need y'all to just listen to the message. See, it wouldn't matter who the messenger is if y'all are just gonna listen to the message. I need y'all to just listen to the message, please. I need you. Please, please. Thank you. All right. I want y'all to listen to something. And then we're going to talk about it.
Hip hop on their show. Okay. Real Housewives of Atlanta has K. Michelle from Loving Hip Hop on their show. Okay, you have to clarify that though. Okay, but we're going to speak to that, but go ahead. And Married to Medicine has Angel from Basketball Wives on their show. Atlanta has run out of people. Okay, Angel from Basketball. She was a nurse. Really pretty girl. Who was she? Who was the basketball wife she was married to? Are any of them ever married to or dealing with? I don't know. I just know that she was on Basketball Wives like a number of seasons ago. Okay, and it might have been like the LA version. Is Married to Medicine supposedly, allegedly filming now? Are they filming? I guess so. I saw a picture of her filming a confessional for Married to Medicine. Oh wow. Okay, so are we renting and recycling? That's what it looks like. So I'm like, out of all the people in Atlanta, now they're like, I really thought the network or the shows tried to like avoid crossovers from different networks. True. But I am like, Atlanta is running out of people because you're used.
Now listen. See, I see JB, I see y'all in the chat. Listen, separate the message from the messenger. Y'all don't have to like Robin, but let's talk about what Robin is saying. y'all, see, I can't do this with y'all. Thank you, El Teddy. Thank you, boo. I can't do this with y'all. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? We supposed to be trying to have a mature conversation, and y'all can't let it go. Y'all know, listen. You don't have to like her. I want y'all to hear what she is saying. Thank you, Xavier. Xavier, thank you. Thank you. But let's just go to it. Let's just get to it. Let's just get to it. Robin said what I've been telling y'all for probably about 2 or 3 years now. Down to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And this is no shade on K. Michelle, because I told y'all I'm here with K. Michelle. I'm here for K. Michelle because I think K. Michelle is going to bring, she knows how to do reality TV. She knows how to do reality TV. So I'm here for K. Michelle, right? And then today it was announced that Tammy Rivera is going to be a friend of and has been filming with the Real Housewives of Atlanta this season as well. Now, for those who don't know who Tammy Rivera is, Tammy Rivera, formerly Waka Flocka's wife, they're divorced now, but formerly Waka Flocka's wife, allegedly has been filming Down to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So let's rewind the tape a little bit. Let's rewind this tape a little bit. Let's go back about. Do we want to go back to? Let's go back to the to Bachelor Party Gate. Can we start there? What's that, season 10? What was Bachelor Party Gate? Was that season 10? Thank you, Busy. Like this comment if you don't hear the audio of the Green Eye Bandits talking. I only heard status. Shut up, Busy. But thank you for the super chat. I do have a goal set, I think. Do y'all see the goal? That's if y'all want to open up the panel. If we meet our goal, I'll open up the panel and let y'all tell me how right or wrong I am. Okay? Okay. Not JB talking about something. I heard nothing. Y'all are such haters. Anyway. See, you have it on it's not coming on TV up here. That's crazy that I have to wait to go watch it on Hulu. Oh, well, we're going to watch it on Hulu. But anyway, because we only going to be here for about an hour, y'all. We going to be here. Let me start at the beginning. Let's start at the beginning. Now, the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So y'all probably going to get mad at me tonight, but I love y'all anyway. Let's start from the beginning. I remember watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta from the very first episode. There are only 4. Let me make sure before I start lying. Never mind. Forget what I was just getting ready to say, child. Atlanta is one of the first. Let me change it. It's one of the first franchises that I watched from the first episode. I didn't start New Jersey from the beginning. I barely did New York at all. Never really watched OC. I did one season of the OC. I did start Potomac from the beginning. I did start Dallas from the beginning. I didn't do Miami before. But I did do the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills from the first episode, right? Now, all of these shows I stepped away from for a while because I wasn't doing reviews. I wasn't putting it in my DVR. I was catching it when I caught it. It was what it was. But the Real Housewives of Atlanta from the very beginning was different and new. Number one, because it was a Black franchise. Let's call a thing a thing. It was a Black franchise. But pretty much from the very beginning of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, we knew that Atlanta was going to be full of fraud and fraudulence. How did we know that from the very beginning that Atlanta was going to be full of fraud and fraudulence? Because I don't know if you guys remember, but I remember this because I've always watched the blogs and celebrity news and gossip and stuff. I remember after season 1 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta filmed, I remember Nene was exposed as faking her whole lifestyle. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember when that news, that expose knocked on that door with that ratty screen door and it was like a and y'all remember that? Y'all talking about Sheree. I'm talking about Nene. Forget Sheree. At least Sheree was actually married to a football player. And at one point in time, Sheree did have the lifestyle. Nene did not. It was all fake. Nene faked her whole first season, right? They rented that house to film in. None of it was real. And it was exposed shortly after the season, right? So we knew from the beginning that Atlanta was going to be a little different. But as the seasons went on, Atlanta gave us good TV. So because Atlanta gave us good TV, we were cool with it. As the fans, we were cool with it, right? And in hindsight, now when I think back on different things, hell, that's probably what her and Dwight was fighting about. Because baby, Dwight let it be known, you don't want me to put your business out there. Hold on, y'all. You don't want me to put your business out there. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's fast forward to season 10. I feel like for me, and Scotty is like the expert. Scotty can tell you season, episode, chapter, and verse when it comes to Housewives. I feel like season 10 for me, I can't speak for y'all. I feel like season 10 for me was the beginning of the downfall of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Season 10, I think it was season 10. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but the season where they had Bolo Gate, right? Where they had the bachelorette party with Cynthia and Portia allegedly slept with Bolo and all that stuff. Was that season 10? Okay, Xavier say for him it was season 9. Tell me why. Put it in the chat why, because you got to refresh my memory. Here's why I say it was that season. If it was season 9 or season 10. Bolo Gate was season 13. Oh, Lord, season 13. Okay. Let me tell you why for me, Bolo Gate was the beginning of the end for me. I can't speak for y'all. That was season 13. Okay, thank you. I don't know why I said season 10. Okay. Here's why, you guys. Because, and I know Kenya was blamed for this. I don't know if it was Kenya or not. But by the time season 13 got ready to air, we already knew everything that had fucking happened. Because somebody on the inside was telling the blogs everything. And I've told you guys this before. I have said this to y'all before. When a trailer or spoilers give us too much, then it's human nature for us that all we want to do is wait till that part happens. We don't care about anything else. We just want to know about Bolo Gate. So because by the time season 13 aired, we knew all about Bolo Gate. We knew all about allegedly somebody slept with somebody and all this stuff that happened at Bolo Gate. So we didn't care about anything leading up to Bolo Gate. What were the reviewers saying? Oh, this episode was boring. Oh, there's nothing going on. Oh, this is so boring. Because subconsciously, everybody was just waiting for Bolo Gate. And then once Bolo Gate was over and it either did or didn't live up to the hype, then the rest of the season was like, oh my gosh, that's all it was. Because I told you guys before, I think they let them put too much on their social media, and people are leaking to the blogs. Now, let's be clear. It's not just the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but we're talking about Atlanta right now. But we know that New Jersey has gotten in trouble for leaking to the blogs, Salt Lake City, Beverly Hills. So it's not just the Atlanta girls, but we just talk about Atlanta right now. We only talking about Atlanta right now, okay? From that point forward, for me, I feel like Atlanta has gotten desperate. And here's part of the reason why Atlanta has gotten desperate. Because, and we've had this conversation before, because they can't get nobody on this show. Right, it is interesting that now that Lisa's gone, we don't get a lot of the leak stuff. Mm-hmm. You guys, this is all really B's opinion. Well, no, this part ain't my opinion. This part we know. Anybody who's anybody in Atlanta, black woman, probably some white ones too, that has any level of socialite status and a little bit of coin has been asked to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And they have all turned it down. We're talking about, somebody just said Monica, Toya, Tiny, T-Boz, Fantasia. I'm trying to think of some other people off the top of my head. Y'all could probably put some people in the chat. Hell, we found out that Angela had been asked multiple times. Angela Oakley had been asked multiple times. We found out that Kelly has been asked multiple times, right? Selena Johnson, right? The reality of the situation is, for whatever reason, Black Atlanta don't want to have nothing to do with this show. For whatever the reason is. Neo's ex-wife was asked several times. Now, I can't believe Crystal turned it down because Crystal seemed a little thirsty. But but if she did, she did. So here's the catch-22. Somebody said they should ask unknown people. So here's the catch-22 with asking unknown people. That brings me to last season. Then we end up with the Brit Edie's of the world that are so desperate to make a name, to make a splash, that they do the things that we saw happen last season with Brit Edie. At one point in time, Fantasia did live in Atlanta. And hell, that ain't never stopped them before. Kenya didn't live in Atlanta when she started the show, and neither did Claudia Jordan. So living in Atlanta clearly ain't a prerequisite. Brit was a poor casting choice because they were desperate. You see what I'm saying? In my opinion. Brit was a poor casting choice because they were desperate. They bring back Phaedra thinking Phaedra is going to bring something, and it's a flop. In my opinion, Phaedra's a flop. Now, maybe next season, when she has a full season to be there, we're going to see something different. But I didn't see nothing from Phaedra that impressed me. Maybe it impressed y'all, but I didn't see nothing that impressed me. Cynthia didn't live in Atlanta. Cynthia, they done brought Cynthia back. How many times have they brought Sheree back? How many times have they brought Kim back? And every year, what's the rumor every year? Every year, the rumor is Sheree coming back, Kim coming back, this person's coming. Every year, the rumor is people coming back. Now, again, I know that there are other reality housewife franchises where there's a revolving door. I get it. But we're talking about Atlanta right now. Okay. And at the end of the day, for me, I think it's a combination of things. Part of it, I think, is they can't seem to bring on. Angela Oakley was a great addition this season. Again, towards the end, y'all know how I feel about that little situation at the end of the season. But overall, I think she brought a name, right? I mean, if you're outside of sports, her name may or may not mean anything to you. But if you're into sports, you definitely know who her husband is. You definitely know who Charles Oakley is, right? So she brought a name with her. She's an actual housewife. Regardless of how people might really feel about, how people might really feel about their marriage, they are actually married, right? Thank you, Chuck. They reached out to the Brat and Judy. Chuck said they need an LGBTQ housewife. They reached out to the Brat and Big Booty Judy. They turned it down. So I come back to my statement that my title says I should have said, well, I shouldn't have said is this, but I did put a question mark. The fall of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So now we're looking at 2 Love and Hip Hop Atlanta alumni. Once upon a time, that would have been unthinkable. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Once upon a time, that would have been unthinkable. That in the same season, we're going to get 2 love and hip hop was considered bottom of the barrel reality TV. Tell me I'm lying. Regardless of whether we enjoyed it or not, when we thought about the hierarchy of reality TV, Housewives was at the top. Love and Hip Hop was at the bottom. Basketball Wives was somewhere in the middle. When we talk about black reality TV, right? Because, I mean, I don't want y'all to start throwing a bunch of shows. But when we start talking about the hierarchy, it would have been unthinkable. And again, this is no disrespect to K. Michelle, because I actually think K. Michelle is a great addition to the show. I absolutely believe she is. I absolutely believe she is. Well, yeah, Zeus is the bottom of the barrel now, but I'm talking about, the last 20 years, prior to Zeus, right? But Tammy Rivera, and again, I don't have no beef with Tammy, but can we call a thing a thing? What the hell did Tammy bring to Love and Hip Hop? What the hell did Tammy bring to Love and Hip Hop? And then her and Waka Flocka ended up with their own show. I'm going to be honest with you. I only watched about 3 or 4 episodes of her show because all they did was argue. Waka! You tripping, Waka? All they did was fucking fight. It didn't give me... I was like, is that all we're going to do is watch y'all fight? Now, K. Michelle's star has definitely risen. She's definitely a marquee name. She's definitely got a fan base, and we know she knows how to do reality TV. So this is no dig on her because, again, I think it's a great addition. But the flip side is where we're getting her from. Same thing with Tammy Rivera. Why is Tammy Rivera here? Why is she filming? What is she bringing? Now, if she's going to start talking about her life and really give us something, okay, maybe. We know her daughter identifies as part of the LGBTQ community. Maybe they're going to have that conversation. We know that she's dating someone. Maybe she's going to show us her new relationship. But in the reality of the thing, what is Tammy Rivera giving us? Apparently, Angela Oakley brought K. Michelle on and they fell out. Child, you know good and damn well that Angela Oakley did not bring K. Michelle on that show. That's the story they're going to tell us. They might as well just stop doing that because we already know that those are lies. So-and-so brought so-and-so on the show and so-and-so brought so-and-so. No, good and damn well, ain't nobody bring nobody. The producers brought K. Michelle on the show. Child, bye. But I understand what you're saying. Now, we know that there have been some great alumni from Love and Hip Hop. I mean, I think Cardi B is probably at the top of that chain when we start talking about people who... Now, I'm not talking about people who were already established when they went on Love and Hip Hop. I'm talking about people who, like Cardi B was viral on social media and people knew. I mean, she had like a little bit of a following, but she certainly was not an international superstar that she is today when she was on Love and Hip Hop, right? Certainly somebody, an alumni like Cardi B, right? K. Michelle definitely took the opportunity she had with Love and Hip Hop and she took it somewhere, right? We know that. So I'm, again, do you think they asked Tamar? Do y'all think they asked Tamar to be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? I feel like because she always had her lane over here with the Braxtons, I don't know if they ever asked her. Now, Mo Walker, that's a valid point. She says that's what the producer thinks, Bravo thinks will bring in younger viewers. Because let's call a thing a thing. I'm old head. When it comes to this, I've been watching this since the first episode. There are a lot of people that watch reality TV now who were probably in middle school when the Real Housewives of Atlanta debuted, right? They were not watching no Real Housewives of Atlanta. They don't know nothing about them early. Of course they're gonna know the Nene Leakes of the world, but they ain't gonna know them early women that was only there for one season or didn't make that big of an impact, right? I told y'all last season, y'all can go back and look at my not Miss Juicy Baby. I wonder if Miss Juicy would be good. I don't know if she would be good, y'all. Now, I told y'all during last season when I was doing my reviews, and I know I sounded like the old lady in the room, right? I know I sounded like the old lady in the room, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I am so not entertained, and I know that's not grammatically correct, but whatever. I am so unentertained, I don't know, by all of seeing these 40-something-year-old mamas twerking. It's so not cute to me. Don't get me wrong. Every once in a while when we want to laugh and joke, yeah. But why every time these women get together, they got to be twerking on each other and grinding on each other and be half-ass fucking naked? I'm sorry. And that's how I know I'm the old lady in the room. I know. I get it. I know. But I was so unentertained by that because I feel like every time these women get together, if they not fighting, they twerking. You know what I'm saying? If they not fighting, then they twerking. When they went for Portia's birthday, they was in the pool twerking. When they was down to Grenada, they was twerking the whole time they was in Grenada. If they wasn't fighting, they was twerking. Half-ass naked. You know, and it's like, for me, again, I all of this is my perspective. For me, it's like, all of these, the Housewives as a whole is on life support. Let's just call a thing a thing. In my opinion, we already saw where they had to do they did a whole hard set reboot in New York that honestly flopped, right? We see where New Jersey is doing a hard set reboot. The rumor is that Teresa Giudice isn't even going to be on the show. They haven't even been filming in over a year. And the finale of the last year, I think that they haven't filmed in like almost 2 years, right? Atlanta, I guess they called themselves doing a reboot last year. I guess that was their reboot. So all of these shows are on life support because the whole concept is sort of Now, I didn't say we wanted Robin. I just said I agree with what Robin said. I didn't say we wanted her. Not at all. Perhaps Americans are just losing interest in the housewives culture in general. Again, all things have to grow and evolve. You know the song, Everything Must Change, Nothing Stays the Same. Ain't that what the songwriter told us? Everything must change. So I think part of the problem, though, is I think Bravo understands that they have to change. I think that Bravo hasn't figured out how to change. I think Bravo has not figured out what they need to do. How do they change and still stay true to what the genre is? And I think that's part of the problem. The other part of the problem is you have these staples on the show that, for one, you don't want to get rid of. I mean, unless they do something egregious. You really, like, for example, Kyle out in Beverly Hills. They don't really want to get rid of Kyle, even though Kyle is not bringing shit to the show. The only thing Kyle is bringing to the show are her sisters, who honestly are more entertaining than her, right? So they know they've got to do something. They haven't figured out what it is yet. And they've tried bringing on new people. They've tried bringing on younger people. They've tried, pausing and letting, because I honestly think sometimes when they pause it for a while, I think they want us to miss it. Like with Atlanta, I think we did miss Atlanta, right? We were excited when Atlanta was coming back because we did get a pause. It wasn't a long pause. I think it was like a 6 or 8 month pause, but it was longer than we usually had to wait. Montel, I think that has a lot to do with it. We're tired of fake storylines. And I think Also, I think that was part of it too. When production started overshadowing real life, when I can, as a reviewer, when I can watch a show and as I'm doing my review, I'm telling you, well, I could tell production told them to say dot 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 dot. I could tell that production put the two of them together. Well, we can tell that production wanted this to come out. Like when we can start seeing the moves and the maneuvers that production is making, that's when maybe it's time. And again, I understand that we want excitement, right? We want to see something pop. But at the end of the day, a lot of these women can genuinely bring real stuff, because I think the other problem is the more production gets involved, the less women have to show their real life. Start holding their feet to the fucking fire and make them have to actually show their real life, and stop giving them storylines, and stop making it easy for them to not talk about their real life. How about that? Giselle is a perfect example. We have not got a storyline from Giselle since she faked the boyfriend. And she done faked 3 of them. What is the real storyline we have ever gotten out of Giselle Bryant? But because the network likes her, they keep feeding her storylines. They keep feeding her mess. They keep letting her be in the middle of the drama, so that hopefully we forget that we really don't know shit about Giselle. I think her biggest storyline was her renovating that damn house. But on the flip side, we got Teresa Giudice. Whether you like her or not, Teresa Giudice then gave blood, sweat, and tears to this franchise. This woman then went to jail, got out of jail, got married, divorced. Like, Teresa has given it to us, maybe to her detriment sometimes. I think we can say that about most of Potomac, if I'm being honest. If we're being honest, I would say that Potomac is probably one of the weaker franchises as far as giving us real storylines. Whether we love or hate Mia or not, Mia gave us the most. Now, whether it was bullshit or made up or whatever or exaggerated, not Monique, Lord, somebody said Monique in the chat. Giselle gave us the most of, damn it. Mia, Lord. Mia gave us the most of what she had going on. Now, again, was it exaggerated? I think Candace probably gave us a lot too. Candace gave us what she had really going on with her husband and her mama. They tried to smooth it over and not make it look as bad as it was, but hell. No, Sherman wasn't the last. Remember, she faked her and Jamal Bryant getting back together. And that's why it pisses me off when people say Candy don't give. Candy gave us everything. There was nothing left for Candy to give us. Oh, that's right. K. Michelle did respond. Hold on. Let me see what K. Michelle said. I know K. Michelle laid her ass out. Hold on. Let me try to find it. Hold on. I did see that, and I forgot to I saw it. DJ Richie Scott did a video, and I was doing something, and I never went back to watch the video. Hold on. I'm sure if let me just look up K. Michelle, chat. I'm sure it's down here. Hold on. I'm sure K. Michelle responded. Where is it, y'all? Where is K. Michelle's response? Because I don't see it on her Instagram. Unless I'm just overlooking it. I don't see it on her Instagram. Hold on. Let me just try to Google K. Michelle, shall. Let me just see if I can find K. Michelle response to Robin. I can't find it. Now they're going into K Michelle and hold on. I got a typo. Let me see. Robin Dixon Okay, here it is right here. Oh, that's a YouTube video. Hold on. I don't want to play somebody else's YouTube video. Hold on. Let me see. You know what time it is. Yeah, see, that's DJ Richie Sky. Hold on. I don't want to play DJ Richie Sky's video. It was in the neighborhood talk. Okay. Let me see. Here's the neighborhood talk. All right, let me see. Okay, here it is right here. Thank you. Here it is right here. K. Michelle said the following: why be so worried about me and my overly educated and successful self and what I might be doing? Robin, you ran out of a job a long time ago. You would love to be recycled, you little couch potato, just yapping. You should have ran through that hotel lobby where your husband was, lady. Giselle, you look beautiful. Leave me alone and let me go. Yodel in peace. I'm around here selling out shows and you selling baseball hats. I'm laughing because y'all know, if y'all watch the Whether You Like It or Not panel, y'all know we used to look up them hats every week and there was never no. Woo. But you worried about me and what I might be doing. The nerve of this couch potato. Y'all want to know what's funny though? Yes, they both went to college. They both graduated from college. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But y'all want to know what's funny? They're sorors. They're sorors. Y'all sit there arguing on the damn internet. Girl, if y'all don't go somewhere else. Whoo, child. Anyway. Oh, Lord. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm sorry. Tammy is going to be a guest. I said that. I said that. I said she's going to be a friend of. That's the same as a guest. Friend of, guest, same shit. Oh, God. I understand. No, I know that. I mean, listen, we saw it with Wendy and Giselle shit. So, I mean, look, it happens. Listen, we know it happens. Happens all the time. Oh, gosh. But anyway. Oh, Lord. So, y'all, look. Do I think the Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to get canceled? No. No, not at all. Not at all. Do I think that the ratings are going to be decent this season? Absolutely, because K. Michelle is going to bring it. K. Michelle is going to bring it. I'm sorry, she is. The trailer is going to be fire. And we have real life drama going on in Atlanta. We've got Portia and this ongoing divorce bullshit. Y'all saw it today where the court denied Simon his appeal, which I figured that, child. Sir, it was a prenup. Like, you had an attorney, she had an attorney. I mean, I don't know what you can say about it. But I still don't think he's going to pay her no money. I still don't think he's going to bring her no money. We have Kelly and her real life situation going on with her husband and then her opening up her restaurant, okay? Pinky Cole, she got real life story to tell, rebuilding her business, right? So honestly, I feel like it's going to be a good season. I do. But I just don't think Robin is wrong in saying, listen, I think the Real Housewives of Atlanta has had a hard time getting people to come on the damn show. That's just how I feel. That's my opinion. That's the question, Young Rich Skinny. Will any of it be on the show? That's up to production. I think if production allows people's real life to really be shown, yeah, I think it's gonna be a good season. Oh, child. So look, y'all. If I can see the video tonight, I mean, if I can see the interview tonight, then we'll come back later on and we'll talk about it. That interview with Derek Dixon and Tyler, on ABC News. But if I have to wait till tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow. But if I can, again, I know it's on Hulu and on Disney, but I don't know if it's like Peacock where I gotta wait till the next day because it did not come on my local ABC station. I checked. It did not. It went straight from World News Tonight to Wheel of Fortune to Jeopardy to this other show that's coming on. So it did not come on my local channel. But I do know it's on Hulu and on Disney, and I have them both. So I'm going to wait a few minutes. If it came on at 8 o'clock, I'll wait and see if it's going to be. I'm going to check when I get off here to see if it's on. If it's on, I'll watch it and we'll come back and we'll talk about it tonight. If not, we'll talk about it tomorrow. From my understanding, Shamir's coming back. I did not see The Biggest Loser, and I'm probably not going to watch it, if I'm being honest. I do want to watch that unknown caller, even though don't put nothing in the chat because some of it was already ruined for me, but I don't want to know anything more than what I know because I do still want to kind of watch it, even though I kind of already know. But I want to just see it play out as much as possible. Yeah, Shamir is filming. I was told Shamir was coming back. I don't think the season went the way she wanted it to go, and I think she's going to take that as a challenge. You know what I mean? To try to do better this year. So we'll see. But yeah, that was just my quick 2 cents on that. We'll see how it goes. Again, I don't think it's going to be a horrible season, but I do think they're desperate in Atlanta. That's just my opinion. That's how I feel. But I told y'all, a lot of these franchises are desperate, but I think some are more desperate than others. Potomac is desperate for real Washington people who are from the area. Notice they can get people from Baltimore, but they can't get nobody from DC. Now we got about 3 people from Baltimore, but you can't get nobody from DC. None of these women were born and raised in Washington, DC. And even though Potomac is not Washington, DC, I get it. It is a suburb outside of DC, but they're desperate to have real Washingtonians. They are desperate to have real Washingtonians as main cast. I do know they've tested some. I know for a fact that they have tested some born and bred Washingtonians, but they have not brought any on as full-time cast. And none of these women were born and raised in DC. Not one of them. A couple of them are from Baltimore. And I know for people who are outside of the area, y'all might think that's the same, but it's not. Phil, I'm not going to say who. Yeah, we already talked. Yeah, I already knew that. That happened a while ago, Katrina. Yeah. Giselle probably ran them off. Right, but the Real Housewives of DC didn't last because it's hard to get real Washingtonians. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let me go see if I can find that interview. If I can find the interview, we'll come back and we'll talk about it. If I can't, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Because by the time I get home from work, it should be up there. Oh, hell no. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at something. The interview with Derek Dixon, the one that's suing Tyler Perry, he did an interview on ABC Primetime News or something. So, yeah. So, all right, y'all, I'm out. Talk to y'all later. I keep forgetting that mouse is not connected.